ہاں یہ لو جائیں کیسا؟ بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم نحمدہ ونصلی علی رسولہ الکریم اما بعد۔ میرے واجب الاحترام دوستو بزرگوں، اللہ کی مہربانی سے سوال جواب کا سلسلہ چل رہا ہے۔ اللہ پاک اس میں برکت عطا فرمائے، قبول فرمائے۔ آج مولانا جنید پٹیل صاحب نے تبلیغ سے جو سوال بھیجا ہے اس میں ایک یہ ہے کہ امام کے پیچھے بالغ مرد ہو اور ایک نابالغ لڑکا ہو تو کیسے کھڑے رہیں؟ جواب یہ ہے کہ دونوں پیچھے کھڑے رہیں گے۔ دوسرا سوال ہے، ایک شخص کو ڈپریشن ہے، ابھی جوان ہے، تو اس کا کوئی علاج اور کوئی دعا ہو تو بتائیں۔ علاج تو حکیم صاحب کریں گے، تو آپ کے یہاں سورت میں بہت اچھے حکیم صاحب ہیں، ڈاکٹر عمر حکیم صدیقی صاحب ماشاءاللہ بہت مقبول ہیں۔ اللہ پاک نے یہ ڈپریشن کا علاج بہت اچھا رکھا ہے ان کے پاس، خمیرہ وغیرہ، تو ان سے آپ دوا لیجئے۔ ان کا نمبر ہے سورت کا 9825300177۔ اور اس کے علاوہ حکیم اجمیری صاحب کہ یہاں آپ خمیرہ منگوا سکتے ہیں۔ حکیم اجمیری صاحب کا نمبر بھی میں آپ کو دیتا ہوں، اور ڈاکٹر صاحب کا بھی میں نے منہ پر کہہ دیا، ڈبل چیک کر لیتا ہوں جی۔ 9825300177 یہ ڈاکٹر عمر صاحب کا ہے، اور حکیم شارق اجمیری صاحب کا ہے 9824133552۔ تو آپ حکیم شارق اجمیری صاحب سے بھی کانٹیکٹ کر سکتے ہیں، اور حکیم عمر صاحب سے بھی کچھ خمیرہ ومیرہ منگوا کر کھائیں تو اس سے بہت فائدہ ہوتا ہے۔ اس کے علاوہ کھانے پینے میں ذرا مغزیات کھلائیں، نٹس، بادام، پستہ، کاجو، اس سے فائدہ ہوتا ہے۔ سونے سے پہلے ذرا سر کے تلوے پر، مڈل آف دا ہیڈ پر مالش کریں، یا تو گھی کی مالش کریں، اور اگر گھی بدبودار لگتا ہو تو یہ اپنا کدو کا تیل، پمپکن آئل، وہ ٹھنڈا ہوتا ہے، وہ نہ ملے تو آلمنڈ آئل، یہ اسکالپ کے اوپر دھیرے 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 تھوڑی دیر 10 منٹ مساج کریں تو وہ تیل اندر چلا جائے گا اور دماغ کو سکون پہنچائے گا، وہ گھی اندر چلا جائے گا، اسے نیند اچھی آ جائے گی۔ جب نیند اچھی آ جائے گی تو اس کا آدھا ڈپریشن اندر کنٹرول ہو گیا۔ اور اگر بہت زیادہ تکلیف ہو، نیند بالکل نہ آتی ہو، تو تھوڑا سا گھی کی ڈلی یہاں ناک پر رکھ دیں سوتے وقت، اس کو اندر کھینچتے رہیں، تو اس سے بھی انشاءاللہ فائدہ ہوگا۔ تو نیند صحیح کرنے کی کوشش کریں تو اس سے انشاءاللہ کافی حد تک علاج ہو جائے گا۔ باقی دعا جو ہے اس میں ہمارے حضرت صوفی طاہر صاحب نے وہی دعا بتائی جو ہر وقت بتاتے ہیں، اللہم انی اعوذ بک من الہم والحزن واعوذ بک من العجز والکسل واعوذ بک من الجبن والبخل واعوذ بک من غلبۃ الدین وقہر الرجال۔ یہ صبح شام 3 بار، فجر بعد اور مغرب بعد پڑھ لیا کریں، اس سے فائدہ ہوگا۔ اور اس کے علاوہ ڈپریشن کا اصل سبب اور ریزن کیا ہے؟ فکر نہ کریں۔ جتنی زیادہ فکر کریں گے اتنا زیادہ ڈپریشن بڑھے گا۔ خوش رہیں، خوش رہنے میں بہت فائدہ ہے۔ کوشش یہ کریں کہ ہر حال میں تقدیر پر راضی رہیں، خوش رہیں، انشاءاللہ اس سے آپ کو بہت فائدہ ہوگا۔ بہرحال یہ ان کے سوال کا جواب ہوا۔ آگے کچھ سوال یہاں کے بھی ہیں، وہ بھی ہم کور کرتے ہیں۔ کسی نے پوچھا ہے can zakat be given to my nani, my mom's mom? No, because in zakat you can't give to your usul and furu'. Usul ascendants, furu' descendants. So your parents and the parents of your parents and the parents of your parents' parents and your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, you can't give zakat to them. And husband and wife cannot give zakat to one another. So your nani is your mother's mother, you can't give your zakat to her. Second question is, can I give zakat to my mom's brother and sister? Meaning your khala and your mamu. Yes, you can, because they are not your usul furu'. So you can give zakat to your uncles and aunties. How do I judge a person whether he is or she is eligible for zakat or not? We have said this before, that we have to look at the zahir. If their zahir and appearance is such that they deserve zakat, they're not well off, you can give them. If you have doubt, then you may ask them in a polite manner that, are you okay to take zakat? Can I give you zakat? And if they say yes, then give them. If they say no, then don't. And if you feel that they might be offended by the question, then the third thing we said was, just put it in an envelope and make them wakil that this is zakat money. Please give it to whoever you feel is suitable, eligible, and add at the end that if you need it, you may use it as well. So they feel at liberty if they want to use it or not. How can I continue to maintain sabr in difficult times? We are going through difficult times. How can I continue to maintain sabr? Our Sufi Tahir Sahab said, یہ سوچیں کہ سب اللہ کی طرف سے ہے, اللہ پر بھروسہ کریں, جب اللہ کی طرف متوجہ ہوں گے تو خود بخود صبر آ جائے گا. سورہ حدید کی آیت یاد رکھیں, ما اصابکم من مصیبت فی الارض ولا فی انفسکم الا فی کتاب من قبل ان نبرأها ان ذلک علی اللہ یسیر لکی لا تأسوا علی ما فاتکم ولا تفرحوا بما آتاکم واللہ لا يحب كل مختال فخور. تمہیں جو کوئی مصیبت پہنچتی ہے تمہاری ذات میں یا زمین میں, فی الارض ولا فی انفسکم, تمہارے ارد گرد روئے زمین پر کوئی مصیبت آتی ہے یا تمہاری ذات میں کوئی مصیبت آتی ہے, تو وہ پہلے سے کتاب میں نوٹڈ ڈاؤن لکھی ہوئی ہے, اس سے پہلے کہ تم کو ہم نے پیدا کیا تھا. اور یہ لکھ دینا اللہ پر بہت آسان تھا, کیونکہ اللہ کا علم ما کان وما یکون کو محیط ہے. قیامت تک اگلے 100 سال 1000 سال میں کیا ہونے والا ہے اللہ بھی سے اس کو جانتے ہیں. اور اللہ نے یہ تم کو اس لیے بتا دیا تاکہ تم افسوس نہ کرو اس پر جو تم سے چھوٹ جائے, اور تم خوشیاں نہ مچاؤ اس پر جو تم کو مل جائے, جو اللہ نے دیا تم کو. تو جو نعمت ملے اس پر تم اتراؤ نہیں, اور جو نعمت ہاتھ سے چھوٹ جائے, مصیبت آ جائے, تو اس پر تم افسوس نہ کرو کہ بھائی تقدیر میں جو بات لکھی ہوئی تھی ہوئی, کیا غم کرنا ہے. تو اللہ کی طرف متوجہ رہو, یہ اس کا علاج ہے. دوسری جگہ اللہ نے فرمایا وما اصابکم من مصیبت فبما کسبت ایدیکم ویعفو عن کثیر. کوئی مصیبت آتی ہے تو وہ تمہارے کرتوت کی وجہ سے ہوتا ہے, اور بہت سی چیزیں تو اللہ معاف کر دیتے ہیں. بہت سی مصیبتیں ہمارا اپنا اون ڈوئنگ ہے, ہمیں اس کا احساس نہیں ہوتا. بہت سی, سب نہیں. بعض مصیبتیں امتحان کے لیے بھی آتی ہیں, ٹیسٹ کے لیے بھی. جیسے پیغمبر معصوم تھے, ان کا کوئی گناہ نہیں تھا, پھر بھی ان پر بیماریاں آتی تھیں, مصیبتیں آتی تھیں. تو وہ اس لیے نہیں کہ انہوں نے کوئی گناہ کیا, وہ اس لیے کہ اللہ ان کا امتحان لیتے تھے, اور وہ اس امتحان میں پاس ہوتے تھے, اور اس سے ان کا درجہ بلند ہوتا تھا. تو مصیبت جو ہوتی ہے وہ یا تو امتحان ہوتی ہے, ٹیسٹ, یا وہ ہمارے کچھ کرتوت جو ہیں اس کا نتیجہ, और उसका रिजल्ट होती है। दोनों सूरतों में हमने अल्लाह की तरफ मुतवज्जे रहना है, ये सोचना है सब कुछ अल्लाह की तरफ से, गम करने से क्या फ़ायदा। सो दिस इज़ द आंसर टू योर क्वेश्चन। आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दैट जस्ट थिंक दैट वॉट एवर हैपन्स इज़ फ्रॉम अल्लाह and trust Allah, have tawakkul upon Allah, rely upon Allah. Anything good or bad is written in taqdeer. In Surah Hadith, Allah said, whatever musibat comes upon you around the earth or within your zat and yourselves was noted down in the book Lawh Mahfuz before it afflicted you. And before we created you, Allah said. And this noting it down is easy upon Allah. And Allah noted it down so that you don't grieve upon what afflicts you, and you don't jump with joy upon what Allah gives you. And Allah does not like every proud, boasting person. This is the ayat. So it's noted down, it was there. So why cry over it? In another place, Allah said, وَمَا أَصَابَكُم مِّن مُّصِيبَةٍ فَبِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِيكُمْ وَيَعْفُو عَن كَثِيرٍ. Whatever musibat comes upon you is due to your own wrongdoing, and what Allah overlooks is more, greater. We do so many wrong things, but Allah pardons, overlooks, forgives. Allah only holds us to account for little bit, slight test. Having said that, not every musibat is something of our own wrongdoing. We never did anything wrong, but still Allah tests us. This is like Anbiya alayhimus salam. They are ma'soom, sinless. But Allah tests them with afflictions, illnesses, hardships, struggles. And they do sabr. And with that sabr, Allah elevates their ranks. And remember one more thing. This life is only temporary. Our original life is the eternal life ahead of us. So even if someone was to face some struggles over here, if his akhirat is good, then he is good. This is why, Hadith said, this dunya is a prison for a believer and a paradise for a disbeliever. This is why, Hadith says that on the day of Qiyamah, a person who had been through troubles throughout his whole life, from the beginning till end, birth till death, hardships, problems, musibats, calamities, one after the other, will be brought, and he will be given a tour of Jannat, and then he will be asked, have you ever faced any difficulty? He said, no, I've never. What is difficulty? I don't know what difficulty is. On the other hand, a person who had a lavish lifestyle from beginning till end, birth till death, he had the whole world at his feet. He was a billionaire, son of a billionaire, and son of a trillionaire, and everything, the whole world at his feet, and he chuffed and he had everything. But he denied, disbelieved, he is going in Jahannam. He will be given one dip into Jahannam, brought out and asked, have you ever had any luxury, joy? What is luxury, joy? I've never suffered, felt any joy or luxury. The azab of Jahannam will be so terrible. So keep that in mind. In one hadith, Prophet ﷺ said in Mishkah Sharif, beautiful hadith, don't envy a fajir for any ni'mat which Allah has given him, because you don't know what azab is waiting for him over there. So why envy him? Because this ni'mat is taking him to the azab. So why envy that ni'mat which is taking him to the azab of Allah? So create sabr in yourself. Think about your life after death, akhirat, and the reward for afflictions, problems, calamities, and trust Allah, have tawakkul upon Allah, connect yourself to Allah, with Allah, and your problems will be, inshallah, halved, and they will be eased upon you. Allah will make your life easier. Then, can you tell us some benefits of sadaqah briefly? And how often should I give sadaqa, as I am often unwell and have some issues? Benefits of sadaqa. Our Mufti Sufi Tahir Sahib said, as-sadaqatu tudfi'u ghadab ar-Rabb. Sadaqa extinguishes the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, with sadaqa, we get barakat in our rizq. Also, with sadaqa, bala and musibat and calamity is removed. And also, I recall the hadith, as-sadaqatu tadfa'u mitat as-su. Sadaqa protects from bad death, evil death, बुरी मौत से बचाता है. और ये एक तो ये बात हुई कि भाई सदका के फ़ायदे क्या हैं. बहुत फ़ायदे हैं. आप किताबें पढ़ो, हदीस में पढ़ो, उसमें बड़े किस्से भी मिलेंगे, स्टोरीज भी मिलेंगी सदका करने का फ़ायदा. पहला फ़ायदा तो ये कि सदका करने से अल्लाह का गुस्सा फ़ौरन बुझ जाता है. बाज़ मरतबा अल्लाह गुस्सा हो जाते हैं, अजाब देना चाहते हैं, लेकिन आदमी सदका निकालता है, फ़ौरन गुस्सा अल्लाह का बुझ जाता है. दूसरा फ़ायदा ये कि सदका बुरी मौत से बचाता है, बुरी मौत नहीं आती है, अच्छी मौत आती है. तीसरा फ़ायदा ये कि सदका से रिज़्क़ में बरकत होती है, बहुत बरकत होती है. हदीस में है, वल्लज़ी नफ़्सी बियदिही मा नक़सा मालु अब्दिन मिन सदक़तिन. कसम खा के मैं कहता हूँ कि बंदे का माल सदका करने की वजह से कभी नहीं घटता. जितना सदका करेंगे अल्लाह माल बढ़ाएंगे, इस पर यकीन रखो. अल्लाह के पाक पैगम्बर अलैहिस्सलाम कसम खा के कह रहे हैं. और खुदा पाक कुरान शरीफ में कहते हैं, वमा अनफ़क़्तुम मिन शैइन फ़हुव युख़्लिफ़ुहु वहुव ख़ैरुर राज़िक़ीन. तुम जो कुछ खर्च करोगे अल्लाह उसका बदला देंगे और अल्लाह बेहतरीन रिज़्क़ देने वाले हैं. तो इसलिए अल्लाह के रास्ते में खर्च करो, बहुत खर्च करो, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा खर्च करो, और सदक़े से बला दूर होती है. प्रॉब्लम आया हुआ है, खूब सदका निकालते हैं, बला दूर हो जाती है. ये कोविड-19 है, इसमें अगर लोग खूब सदका करें अल्लाह भी इस बला को टाल देंगे. अभी हिंदुस्तान में बहुत ज़्यादा ज़ोर पर है, पाकिस्तान में भी सुना कराची में बहुत अमवात हुई है, हिंदुस्तान में सूरत में बहुत ज़ोर पर है, बहुत से लोग उसमें पकड़े गए हैं. ये तो बला तो आती है, आफत और वायरस तो वो सबको अपनी लपट में ले लेता है. अच्छे भी बुरे भी सब उसमें आ जाते हैं. अच्छों के लिए अगर इंतकाल भी हो जाए तो शहीद का दर्जा मिलता है, और अगर कोई बेचारा गुनहगार मुसलमान है तो उसके लिए वो इम्तिहान होता है. और जो गैर मुस्लिम होते हैं, खुदा को नहीं मानते, खुदा से बगावत करते हैं, उनके लिए वो बला अजाब बन जाती है. तो इसमें 3 ग्रुप्स हो गए. अल्लाह के जो फरमाबरदार हैं उनके लिए तो वो रहमत, और जो मुसलमान नाफरमान हैं उनके लिए वो इम्तिहान और टेस्ट कि वो अल्लाह की तरफ रुजू हो जाएं, और जो नहीं मानते खुदा को उनके लिए वो अजाब कि वो उसमें अजाब पर अजाब उनका बढ़ जाता है. कितना बड़ा अजाब है कि कितने गैर मुस्लिम अपने रिलेटिव्स की बॉडी लेने के लिए हॉस्पिटल नहीं आ रहे हैं, जलाना नहीं चाहते हैं. BBC न्यूज़ पर था कि मुसलमान उनकी बॉडी लेकर के जला रहे हैं. उनका जो काम है, बहुत सी जगहों पर मुसलमानों ने उनका वो काम किया, क्योंकि वो हॉस्पिटल में बॉडी की बॉडियाँ पड़ी हुई हैं, कोई ले ही नहीं जा रहा. क्या करें, हॉस्पिटल वाले भी परेशान हैं. तो फिर कुछ वॉलंटियर गए, उन्होंने कहा कि लाओ इनका काम हम कर लेते हैं. तो ये समझिए कि ये तो एक ज़िम्नन एक बात आ गई, सदका करने से बला दूर होती है. इन हालात में भी अगर सदका करेंगे उम्मीद है कि अल्लाह पाक बला टाल देंगे. आगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वाज, हाउ ऑफ्टन शुड वी गिव सदका? वेल, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द हदीस, अहब्बुल अअमाली इलल्लाहि अदवमुहा व इन क़ल्ला. The most beloved of deeds to Allah are the ones which are done with consistency and continuity, even if they are little. So if you can give a little bit of sadaqah every day, if you have a sadaqah box in your house and you give, £1, even 50p, even 10p, 5p a day, this consistency, continuity is what Allah likes. Hadith said, ittaqun nar walau bi shiqqi tamra. Even if you have half a date to give half a date. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you from the fire of Jahannam with that half a date. Nabi Pak sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Hadhrat Aisha radiyallahu anha's sister Asma, La tu'i fayu'i Allahu alayki, la tuhsi fayuhsi Allahu alayki, irdaqi mastata'ti. Don't count your money, otherwise Allah will start counting the thawab as well. Don't restore and save your wealth, otherwise Allah will restore and save reward as well. Give whatever you can. So whatever you can according to your ability, little bit on daily basis, continuous, is better than giving one large lump sum and then giving nothing for the whole year. So continuity is what is beneficial. Then we have a question. Can we in the UK pray Isha 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes after Maghrib? Some scholars are saying we can pray Isha 1 hour after Maghrib time during summer periods, as the sun does not set properly. This is true. In many days of the year during the summer time, the reddish color does not disappear fully. And while it's still on the horizon, the Subh Sadiq appears on the other side. So ulama have done mushahada, and they have said that if we tell people to wait for Isha for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, there is mashaqqat and hardship in there. Therefore, with mushahada, they said if you pray after 1 hour, then you would be allowed to do so. This is only for the summer months. In winter, you should pray according to the correct timing, which is, you can check with the timetables of your locality. If you don't have local masjid, you can check on the internet. 15 degrees, if you follow 15 degrees, which is about 1.5 hours after Maghrib. 18 degrees, if you follow 18 degrees, which would be about 2 hours after Maghrib. So follow that and pray your Isha in winter accordingly. But in the summer months, you could pray after 1 hour. Now, what are the dates, you might ask? They vary according to the area. Normally up north over here, our Muftiyane Kiram say between 12th of May to 31st of July. That's nearly 2.5 months. June, July and half of May is the time in which they say that the sun's light does not fully disappear. While there is still some light on the western side, the light of Subh Sadiq appears on the eastern side. So maybe Isha time does not start at all. So they say that 1 hour is sufficient and you can pray after that. This is with regards to it. Next question is, we hear in the news a lot about stories of people being assaulted and attacked. Therefore, I want to start learning self-defense at a local jiu-jitsu classes. But the class is mixed gender, so I would be wrestling with ghair mahrams. There are no affordable women's only classes. Would it be permissible for me to participate and learn, or is this complete violation of haya and modesty? You said it. It is complete violation of haya and modesty. Look for women's only classes. And if not in your neighborhood, you might find them in the other neighborhood, in local town, next neighboring town, somewhere else. You might have to travel 10-15 miles. At the same time, fitness classes are not zaruri. You can, watch some videos and learn on YouTube as well. Also, another point is that you being attacked is not zaruri and necessary either. No, alhamdulillah, the Muslims around the whole country, 2.5 million, 3 million, not everybody is attacked. These are isolated incidents. They used to happen before and they are happening now as well. What is the difference? That we have social media today. And because of social media on WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter, everything is added instantly. This is what makes things worse and aggravates the problem. So don't worry about it. Inshallah, nothing will happen to you. Nobody is going to attack you. And another thing is, if you did know fitness and you were attacked by 10 men, how are you going to defend yourself? So get these thoughts out of mind. Take precautions. Don't go out alone. Go with someone. And if you are scared at some time, read Ayatul Kursi, cry out for help, seek help. People are good people. There are plenty of good people. He will support you, will help you. So don't worry about all these thoughts. And inshallah, Allah will protect you. Take care. Maybe this question is asking because today there was this video about this person, hitting a lady, pushing prams and with her 3 children, and he kicked her and then he hit her and then he, attacked her once, twice, pushed chair and baby and things like this. So looking at these videos, our ladies do get scared. But then there was something following that video. This is somewhere in Russia that some people got hold of the attacker and they beat him up as well. Now, that was not right. Why? Because they hit him on the face. And you can't hit someone on the face even in the battlefield where the enemy is armed and he is attempting to kill you. So they should not have taken the law in their own hands. They should have handed him over to police, tried him in the court of law. So we have to be careful in these matters. Otherwise, what is the difference between us and them? They also do these things. We also do it. We have to show some discipline and some behavior. May Allah give us understanding. Next question is, can a husband and wife pray their Qaza-e Umri namaz in Jama'at together? Now, if it was a particular namaz Qaza and both were praying the same namaz, then Jama'at would be allowed. For example, both missed Fajr today and they were doing Qaza and they did Jama'at. That could be allowed. Like our Prophet ﷺ missed Asr and Maghrib in the battle of trenches and he did Jama'at with the Sahaba of the Qaza namaz. But if it's Qaza-e Umri, then it will be of different days and you don't know the exact date of which day you're doing Qaza. So if it's, Fajr of yours maybe 10 years ago and his Fajr of 5 years ago, it's different dates. So it's different Salat. So you can't do that if the Salat is different. Just as if he's praying his Zuhr and you're praying your Asr behind him, then you can't do that. The Salah of Imam and Muqtadi has to be same. So in Qaza-e Umri, you won't be praying the same Salah. It will be different. Therefore, you won't be able to do Jama'at in Qaza-e Umri. And if it was same, exact same day, same namaz, then you might be able to do it. But that looks like impossible because you're doing Qaza-e Umri and the intention you will be making is that I am praying my first Fajr, first Zuhr, first Asr, first Maghrib, first Isha. And you will work because when that is done, then the next one will become first. And when that is done, the next one will become first. But you don't know the exact date and he doesn't know his exact date. So how are you going to do Jama'at with it? So in Qaza-e Umri, it might be mushkil, do your own namaz. But if it was a specific namaz and you both know the timing of the Qaza namaz and the nature of the Qaza namaz, then you can do it. I want to ask about usage of weak hadith. Someone is saying that virtues of reading Surah Yasin come from very weak, if not fabricated hadith. Also 80 durood on Friday after Asr is from very zaif hadith. So you can't pray with the intention of that particular virtue. We have been taught to read these things, but nowadays certain people show evidence that it's weak, etc. This has caused a lot of confusion. True, I agree with you, it's caused a lot of confusion. And those people who are creating these confusions are either lacking in knowledge, or they know but they are pretending to not know. Because the reality is that zaif hadith can be used in fazail a'mal. And this is the opinion of majority of ulama. I'm saying majority. Only shirzima qalila, a very isolated view of, maybe you can count on your fingers, will say that zaif hadith cannot be used for virtuous deeds. Let's take it right from beginning. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullah alayhi, the great Imam. Imam Abdul Rahman ibn Mahdi, the great Imam of Jarh and Ta'dil. And then other names are also with them, followed by Imam Nawawi rahmatullah alayhi, Ibn Salah rahmatullah alayhi, followed by Imam Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Qayyim, and then Ibn Hajar, Asqalani, Badruddin Aini, Kirmani, and then recent ulama, our Hadhrat Maulana Rashid Ahmad Gangohi, Hadhrat Maulana Qasim Nanotwi, our ulama-e Deoband, Hadhrat Maulana Muhammad Zakaria Kandalvi, rahmatullahi alayhim. They all say, the whole ummah says, that you can use weak hadith for fadail and virtues. Only small minority like today's Albani, Bin Baz, and some others say that you can't use zaif hadith. They say that zaif hadith should be thrown in the dustbin. It's like mawzu. Just throw it away. Na'udhu billah, it's garbage. Don't even pay attention to it. Na'udhu billah, astaghfirullah, sorry to say those words. But this is their behavior, how they behave. So who are you going to follow? The majority of the ummah, or these shirzimaya qalila, this isolated view? First point is this: think carefully for yourself. Then we see Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn al-Qayyim, who these people claim to follow, have in their books included many zaif ahadith. Ibn Taymiyyah's books are filled with zaif hadith. Ibn al-Qayyim in his Al-Wabil al-Sayyib, Kitab al-Ruh, and many other books regarding Al-Wabil al-Sayyib is for adhkar, awrad, wazaif. He's brought so many hadith of zaif nature. In fact, Imam Ahmad rahmatullah alayhi, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Abu Hanifa have used zaif hadith in ahkam as well. And we can give examples of that, like Hadithul Qahqaha fi Salah, breaking wuzu, is a zaif hadith. But Imam Abu Hanifa used it. And he said that if you laugh loudly in your Salah, not only does your Salah break, your wuzu also break. You have to go and do your wuzu again. Hadithul Bina fi Salah, that if a person's wuzu breaks in Salah for passing wind or blood or something, and he goes and performs wuzu and comes back, he can continue from where he left, provided he does not speak in between going and coming, or he does not eat or drink anything while going and coming. Then if he just goes, quickly does wuzu, comes back, he can continue from where he left off and join the imam in the salah. So this is Hadithul Bina fi Salat. This is zaif hadith, but Imam Abu Hanifa practiced on it, used it. This is why Ibn Hazm al-Zahiri said, جميع أصحاب أبي حنيفة مجمعون على أن ضعيف الحديث أولى بالعمل من القياس. All Ashabi Abi Hanifa, students of Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, say that Zaif Hadith is more worthy of practice than Qiyas and analogy. So Zaif Hadith is to be recognized, supported, used. In fact, Ibn al-Qayyim has used Zaif Hadith in Aqaid as well. They have this mas'ala of istiwa al-arsh, and then they go to some great length regarding it, and they bring this hadith of Musnad Ahmad, which is very, very extremely weak, close to munkar mawzu, with his regards to tawafullahi fil earth. That Allah created the earth and did tawaf of it. Now, Allah knows best what is the grade and ranking of that hadith, but Ibn al-Qayyim has quoted it in Aqaid. So you see, one is Zaif hadith in Fazail, and then Masail, and then Aqaid. For Aqaid and Masail, we need to be very strict. Fazail is very easy matter. You can use Zaif hadith in Fazail. This is the opinion of majority of the Ummah. In fact, you mentioned fabricated hadith, Mawzu hadith. Our Sufi Tahir Sahib mentioned a very good point over here. He said that Mawzu hadith is also, you can't practice on Mawzu hadith when all the ulama unanimously agree it's Mawzu. If one person says it's Mawzu, but the other muhaddith says it's not Mawzu, then you can practice on it. Example, Ibn al-Jawzi rahmatullahi alayhi is mutashaddid. He has classed 33 ahadith of Ibn Majah as Mawzu. But Jalaluddin Suyuti rahmatullahi alayhi went over them and he proved that they are not Mawzu, they are not fabricated. They might be weak, but they are not fabricated. So you can't throw those ahadith away which Ibn al-Jawzi classes as Mawzu. Suyuti has classed them as Zaif. You can't practice on them. And I remember something very nice from our Shaykh Yunus Sahib. Once we were doing Sa'i, Safa Marwa, in Ihram. And Shaykh used to sometimes talk as well. So while walking in Safa Marwa, he was healthy at that time, he used to walk. So he started talking and he said that if we analyze the whole treasure of hadith, then 3/4, 75% consists of Zaif hadith. And 1/4, 25% is Sahih hadith. Now you tell me, Shaykh is Shaykh, he's a muhaddith, and he's saying this. Are you going to throw 75% away? No, you have to take it into context. If there is some weakness because of some memories, weakness of a narrator, or some confusion or istirab, this is something technical. And Zof also varies. Some Zof is extreme, the other is medium, the other is slight. So you can't put all the Zaif hadith in one basket. Khulasa is that this mas'ala is extremely delicate. It's for the professors of hadith to decide. And they have decided that Zaif hadith can be used in fada'il and virtues. Now, reading Yasin Sharif is full of barakat. There's not one hadith, plenty of hadith. Reading Durood Sharif, Salat ala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is instructed in the Quran. Sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. And there are amples of hadith about virtues of Durood Sharif, and also especially virtues of Salat ala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam on Friday. Now, if this hadith comes, even if it's Zaif, should we practice or not? You know, when you talk too much about Zaif, and this matter, what happens? There's a side effect to it. What is the side effect? The side effect is that you lose your confidence in hadith. You no longer trust hadith. You feel, oh, Zaif. Even if someone tells you a hadith from Bukhari, Muslim, you again ask, is it authentic? But it's in Bukhari, Muslim, you still ask, is it? Because your mentality has become like that. Get rid of that mentality. Zaif hadith is okay for fazailu amal. Use it, practice upon it. No harm, inshallah, Allah will reward you. So, get rid of the confusion. Don't listen to such people. Otherwise, what is the difference between us and them? They're saying the same thing and we are echoing what they're saying. There should be a difference between us and them. So, understand the masala properly. Allah Pak give us some understanding of deen. Next question is, do you have to pay zakat on obsolete currency that is no longer in circulation? If it's for sale, then yes, you have to give zakat on its value. Otherwise, if it's just for collector's item, then you don't need to give zakat on it. Because that currency is either made from metal or from paper notes. If the currency was of pure gold, like in the olden days they used to have dinars and dirhams, then you have to give zakat on the weight of the currency, not on the value. For example, the weight of the currency is, let's say, 5 tolas, and 5 tolas value comes to 5,000 pounds. But that currency, if you were to sell it today in the market, it would bring you 100,000 pounds. So you don't need to give zakat of 100,000 pounds, no matter however rare it might be. You only need to give zakat on the weight of the gold that it possesses, not on the value of that currency. So this is the masala. Then we have another question. Now the guidelines allow for 1 meter social distancing. Is it allowed for masajid to enforce 2 meters when it is not legally required? True, 2 meters is too much. If it's not legally required, then why should you enforce 2 meters? When the government has said that 1 meter is sufficient, you should stick to 1 meter. At the same time, I think the government has said that it's 2 meters, but where it's not enforceable, then 1 meter. So we could say that, in salats in which there are less people, like Fajr, we use 2 meters, and in which there are more people, like Jumu'ah, we use 1 meter. So balance can be created. Then what would be the condition of our salah praying at 2 meters when not needed? True, when it's not needed and you pray at 2 meters, it would be disliked. Because ittisal sufuf is stressed upon in the hadith, that your sufuf should be connected, stand shoulder to shoulder, and straighten your rows, is what Prophet ﷺ used to say. So we should try and stand together. Some of our South African ulamas have gone to a little bit extra extreme, and they say that 2 meter distance is not allowed, and if it is enforced in the masjid, don't come to the masjid, pray in your homes. So that is a little bit of extreme as well, because praying in masjid with jama'at is better than praying alone at home. And if you pray inside the masjid, even with social distancing, your salah will be valid, because you are inside the masjid hall. If you are outside the masjid hall, then there needs to be some connection between the sufuf. But inside, even if, let's say, on a normal day, some old man was praying at the back on a chair, and the middle part is empty, and there are sufuf at the front, the old man's salah will still be valid, because he is inside the masjid hall. So this is what is regarding the masla of our condition of our salah. If we prayed at 2 meters, yes, your salah will be valid, it won't be fasid or anything, but it will be disliked, makruh, to do so and stand at such a huge distance. Then someone asked, what was the cause and reason why Darul Uloom Deoband split into 2? What were the differences between the elders? What lesson can we learn from this sad part of our history? I don't know. And I don't want to go into there either. We weren't there. We don't know what happened. Why should we investigate? You know, this is like the mushajarat of Sahaba, the differences among the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een. However, regrettably, they happened. Now, when Umar ibn Abdul Aziz rahmatullahi alayhi was asked regarding those mushajarat, he said, تِلْكَ دِمَاءٌ طَهَّرَ اللَّهُ مِنْهَا سُيُوفَنَا فَلَا نُلَتِّخُ بِهَا أَلْسِنَتَنَا. They were bloods from which Allah kept clean our swords, so we don't want to dirty our tongues with them. So what happened? Darul Uloom Deoband is 150 years old, and this ikhtilaf happened somewhere in 1980, about 40 years ago. Even if we were to do tahqiq and investigate, we won't get to the bottom of it. And we should not delve into these issues. Move forward, try and keep unity within the ummah. This is what is needed. And we don't want to go and delve into it. It's not good. Can I make niyat for Sahaba and Sahabiyat in one lamb Qurbani? I heard that if it's a nafal Qurbani, we can make multiple niyats. First of all, you use the word lamb Qurbani. Lamb Qurbani is not allowed. The animal should be at least 1 year old. So perhaps you can say hog lamb or sheep would be suitable, but a lamb or spring lamb of maybe 4 or 5 months will not be allowed. For Qurbani, it has to be above 1 year. In lamb, above 1 year. In cow and buffalo, above 2 years. And in camels, it should be above 5 years old. So there is some restriction in it. Then, if you do one Qurbani and it's nafal, then yes, you can make a niyat of sawab for multiple personalities. Sahaba, Sahabiyat. If you love some Sahaba more than others, you make intention for them, no problem. So you can do that. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam did one Qurbani on behalf of the whole ummah. He included us in the thawab of that. So you can join multiple people in the thawab of your Qurbani. Thawab will reach all. If you wanted to do mustaqil Qurbani for someone, then it will have to be specifically for that person. So there's the difference. Thawab, you can include all, but mustaqil Qurbani you have to do for particular one person. It's like Hajj Umrah. If you were doing Nafil Umrah or Nafil Hajj and you include many people in that thawab, you can do that. But if you wanted to do for one person, then you have to make niyat of that one person only, that I'm doing Umrah for such person. So there is the difference. You can include all in thawab, but for mustaqil Qurbani, it will only be for one person, and that you will do it for that. You will make intention niyat of that person, and it will be for him alone. It's like when you pray Yasin. Sometimes you pray Yasin for your mom, your dad. It is on their behalf. It's for them only. But if you pray Yasin and you make niyat for everyone, for the whole Qabristan, then the sawab will be divided, distributed among all the people in the Qabristan. They will all get share from that sawab. So there is the difference between the two. Then we have this question: is it okay for a man to marry a woman older than him? If so, how much difference can there be? I have been offered a suitable match. However, she is a few years older than me, which is the only issue. The rest is perfect. People have given me example of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam marrying Ammi Khadija radiyallahu anha with a 15-year gap. Okay, you know the answer. That you are allowed to marry a woman older than you. Now, Sufi Tahir Sahib said something very nice. Sufi Sahib said that the main thing is munasabat. If there is munasabat and you are compatible, suitable for one another, that's what is intended, needed. Then you can marry. And you need to think ahead. You should have hope that this marriage will last. If there is risk that the marriage will not last, then you can marry for lust. Because if you just marry for pleasure and you know that after some time you're going to dump her, then that's not right. You have to have that intention. There should be some congeniality between the two, and there should be hope of the marriage lasting. Then you would be able to marry a woman older than you. If there is khatara and risk that you will get separated, divorced very soon, because there is a very big difference. Maybe a year or two difference is not too much. But if it's too much a big difference, then you should be careful. With regards to Hadhrat Khadija and Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's 15-year gap, this was, I would say, a special case, because that was not the norm among the Sahaba. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to protect Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and help him through his da'wat. So Allah paved the way for him and gave him that older woman who was wise and who helped him, supported him through thick and thin, who loved him, who took care of his kids. And he did not have to worry about the household things. So there was some wisdom behind it, and we should not use that as a template for everyone, and everybody start getting married to 15-year-old or a woman who's 15-year-old older. A little bit of difference is okay. Normally, same age, or in fact, lower age is better, because women age quicker than men, because they have children, they have to go through childbirth, they have menstruation, they are naturally weaker, so they age quicker than men. So it would be better, Imam Ghazali has written, that in some things the woman should be lower than man, and among them he said age. It is better for the wife to be younger than the husband, so they can last longer. This is something desirable. Islamically it would be allowed. We won't put any restrictions, barriers on it. The same person is asking, is it okay to marry someone out of your ethnicity group and culture? For example, a Punjabi marrying a Gujarati or Bengali or an African woman. Can a man follow such an example in today's culture? It's very difficult to find a suitable match, as some women and men have very unrealistic expectations. Many women don't want to move from their own area. For example, from Blackburn to Bolton or Batley, even though they're not too far from each other. Our mothers and grandmothers moved continents and managed their household with a lot of courage. Sadly, the way some girls behave today is, if they could, they wouldn't move from their father's house. MashaAllah, very good question. आपने तो सब कुछ कह दिया है इसमें. Not much to say in there. This is a sad state of the society today. Your first point was to marry someone out of the ethnicity group. Shar'i तौर पर, shar'an, dini wise, there's no harm in there. Shariat allows it. Shariat in fact encourages it in some cases. We give examples of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam marrying Sayyiduna Bilal radiyallahu anhu to the sister of Sayyiduna Abdul Rahim ibn Auf, who was from Quraysh. The example of maybe marrying Zayd ibn Haritha radiyallahu anhu, who was a freed slave, to Zainab bint Jahsh radiyallahu anha. However, that marriage did not work. It lasted for a year and they were divorced. And Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam married Zainab radiyallahu anha after that. We have other similar examples of maybe Salman Farsi, Suhaib Rumi, radiallahu anhum, marrying among the Sahaba, or Muhajirin marrying Ansar, Ansar marrying Muhajirin. So there is, mix among the Sahaba, Ridwanullah alayhim ajma'in. At the same time, you have to be, because marriage is not a piece of cake that if you taste it, you like it, you keep it there, or you throw it away. No, you have to be careful, think carefully before marrying. One Sahabi wanted to marry someone from Ansar, a girl from Ansar. He made mashwara with the Prophet ﷺ, and Prophet ﷺ said, look at the girl first, because there is something in the eyes of Ansar. Either their eyes were a little bit small, or they had something in there. So he thought you might not like her when you see her, so check her out first, and when you are content, then get married to her. So you have to be careful in matters of marriage. You have to like the person, love them, and you have to be on the same wavelength, and then you get married. So this is some hidayat regarding that. After that, what you said is that it's very difficult to find a suitable match in this day and age. Some women and men have very unrealistic expectations. I agree 100% with you. Very hard to get married and very unrealistic expectations. Some demand for so many things. 15,000-20,000 pounds as meher, 20 tolas of gold, house, Mercedes car. These types of demands, I don't know where that comes from. Nothing to do with Shariat. So it's hard in this day and age to find a suitable partner. Also, many women don't want to move from their own areas. And from Blackburn to Bolton, Batley, though they are very close. True, this is a very big problem. And Sufi Tahir Sahib was mentioning many girls have reached the age of 35 and still staying with their parents looking for the perfect partner. And many young men have grown up still, depending on their mothers to cook for them and waiting for the hureen from Jannat. They have so many expectations. The wife should be like this and like this and like this. She should not be fat. She should not have, she should be like this. She should have this type of eyes, this type of face, this color. And I don't know what, In fact, we had a question last week that many boys don't want to get married to a girl who's wearing hijab. And many girls don't want to marry a boy with a beard. This is the state of society. So why put a barrier of such things which are Islamic? Islam requires them. Islam says beard is wajib. Islam says hijab is wajib. And you don't want to marry someone who is practicing and who is doing the wajib thing? So we need to do something, some drastic, overhaul of the whole society and the whole mentality. Otherwise, the society is on a free fall. If we see, Allah Pak has made it such that from day one, the natural life is that after marriage, the girl goes to the boy's house. Allah could have made it that the boy goes to the girl's house, but you see back in history, it's always the girl who moves with the boy. So the girls should, find a suitable person for them wherever that suitable person is. And these days, the world is very small. You can travel very quickly, even if it's London to Blackburn, Manchester, 2 hours in train. So if your parents are here in Manchester or in Bolton and you find someone in London, so get married over there. Don't say, no, I want someone from Bolton. Many cases, we've brought them nice. This, young man, he's hafiz, alim, dindar, da'i, he's got a nice job, he's got a very high earner, he's got his own house, right? And there's no other siblings, only his mother to look after. But he said, no, I don't want to go to London. Why? I've never been out of Bolton. But you've never been out of Bolton. That doesn't mean you shouldn't go out of Bolton. So this is a silly excuse. So yes, the effect, side effect, and the result of this is that many young boys and girls are remaining single, can't find suitable partner, and they age very quickly, and then they have tension, depression, and after loneliness, and this is what happens. So you need to move on, work your way, find a suitable partner, get married, and settle down as quickly as you can. Have your own children, your own life. Children are a blessing from Allah. Get married at an early age so you can have children, you can look after them, and you can nurture them, and they can remember you after you die. They can pray Yasin for you, they can do some sadaqa for you. Your nasal can survive after you. So this is why we should not put so many strings attached to wedding and customs. In fact, we are going through this period of coronavirus, and the government has said more than 30 people can't get together in wedding. So our respected sister Saida Warsi was saying, this is the best time for Asians to get married. If my children were of marriage age, I would do their nikah now. Because no expensive, lavish weddings, simple, sada, 30 people, food, finish. Get married quickly, this is the best time to get married. So show some urgency, look for a suitable partner, जल्दी जल्दी शादी करो, घर मत बैठे रहो, सेटल डाउन हो जाओ, इसमें बेहतरी है तुम्हारे लिए, ये बेस्ट लाइफ है. और इसमें ये भी चलाना पड़ेगा कि डिवोर्स औरतों से भी शादी करो और विडो से भी शादी करो और दूसरी तीसरी चौथी शादी भी करो. शरीयत ने कहा है. बहुत सी लड़कियां घर बैठी हैं बेचारी, कोई उनसे शादी नहीं कर रहा. वो तैयार हैं कि कोई हमसे निकाह सानी करे तो भी हम तैयार उसके लिए, लेकिन मर्दों में से ही कोई निकाह सानी के लिए तैयार नहीं है. मर्द ही मना करते हैं, और मर्द अगर इरादा करे तो वो बेगम मना करती है. बेगम कहती है नो ओवर माय डेड बॉडी. हालांकि सुन लें ध्यान से, ये कहना कि पहली बीवी का ये कहना कि अगर दूसरी शादी करनी है तो मुझे तलाक दे दो, मना है. साफ हदीस में आया है, ला तसअलिल मरअतु तलाक उख्तिहा लितस्तकफिया सफहतहा वलितनकिहा वलतनकिह फइन्न लहा मा कुद्दिर लहा. That a woman should not ask for the divorce of her sister. She's your sister. The second wife who's going to come is your sister. So don't say that, divorce me if you want to get married to her. Or the second one says, divorce your first wife if you want to get married to me. Don't do that. And you would be doing this because you want your husband for yourself and all his money for yourself. Don't do that. You will get whatever is in your taqdeer. So be content with your taqdeer. And help the other person. This is how the society should be. But I don't know what's going on. Many ladies might not like this statement of mine, but it's truth. Sometimes truth hurts, but it is the reality. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us understanding and ability to practice. Jazakumullah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.